28th, 2023. I'm hunting down at Swampside. I'm in a stand. We kind of just reference as the horse field. They've got horses on the other end of this in a corral, but this stand isn't set up the best, so I don't have my regular camcorder, so I'm doing my pre-hunt here on my phone. And I've got a couple of Tacticam 5 wides above me, so I'm hunting Swampside here, Columbia County. My daughter hunted out of the stand a couple of times this last 3 weeks. Saw a lot of action out in the field, but she had a couple of closer encounters in this food plot too, but you're kind of right on top of it because there's not a lot of good tree selection right here. So it's pretty hard to get away with a draw when they're really close, but anyway. I kicked a couple deer up on my way in, so those deer are up and moving at least, so stay tuned. Maybe something happens this evening. So the buck initially popped out up in the right-hand corner over in that black brush at about 70 yards, and I was able to grunt him over to that shorter grass where he then holds up at 49 yards and does a little bit of grazing. You'll also notice he's looking over to my left, which not in the screen right now, but there are 3 does over there that he is keeping an eye on. And eventually he starts making his way slowly that way, which I then decided to make one more grunt and was able to get him to turn and come towards me. And then that's when the shot takes place. That Tacticam 6.0 that's on the front of my camera, I'm going to use some of that footage in the video here, but you'll see that I did not check this camera setting from the factory, and they had it zoomed all the way in. So you're going to see that that buck is going to appear extremely close, but when you zoom a camera in like that, then the movements of the camera and everything like that are really amplified. So bear with me on that footage, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. You should be able to hear me draw my bow back shortly. He was still at 49 yards, but I just couldn't keep my pin on the vitals, so I opted not to take that shot. But he continued to move left towards those does, and I was almost out of opportunity to take a shot at him. So I tried one last time and did a light grunt under my bibs and was able to get him to turn and come my way, luckily. Meh. Meh. I don't know. It looked like I got good penetration. I'm just not exactly sure where. He took off behind this island. I run at him twice. I had him at 48 yards. It was just too far out yet. So I grunted one more time because I felt he was going to go the other way. And so he started coming across to me, and he was out there at about 30 yards. I tried to get him to stop. I thought he was going to come in closer, and he stopped at 30, and he started going broadside from me, and I only had a small opportunity to get my arrow through there before it was too gone. He would have been behind the brush over here. Anyway, it looked like pretty good penetration, but I gotta get a hold of Rob. See if we can get down and find this thing. Stay tuned. You watch him fall a full draw, and hopefully Bird Dog's got one down. Stay tuned. Alright, well, we made an attempt to kind of watch some of the video. We still think it's a pretty good shot, but didn't get the greatest video. My Tacticam was zoomed in pretty tight, and the camera didn't stabilize in time for the hit. But Rob Benger and Chandler's on the four-wheeler. Morning. We're going to go out, and we've given them about a little over an hour now, probably. Yeah. So stay tuned. We're going to try and get on the old trail. I'll take that one. How's that? I guess you should probably have this light in there. You could send that into Milwaukee. So anyway, we did come to the conclusion, Chad, that there wasn't a lot of blood. Oh, yep. There he is. High five, Tanner Jack. Rob Banger. I don't know if you can even see him on the camera yet, but let's go kind of get hands on this guy real quick. Is that nuts or what? Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 point. This guy out there. I saw him from like 75 yards, and probably see this on the video anyway, leading up to this point. But he came out about 75 yards away from me, and I immediately grunted, and I got him to come in to as far as close as 49 yards. And then we had probably a 7-minute dance where he just stood there and grazed a little bit. He was watching some does over here in the main field, and I decided to grunt once more because it looked like he was going to take off and head towards those does and what have you. So I decided to give a couple of more. And by golly, he come in straight across the snowmobile trail again over here. Then he took an immediate left and started going down the trail. And unfortunately, I had a small window of opportunity there to get the shot off before. Okay, so I lost camera power. The battery's down on my camcorder. BBD, we got our big buck down and got some video footage of the encounter, so that'll be cool. And we're gonna work on getting them out of here. We'll field dress them out away from where we're hunting here and do our thing. But freaking one down, one in the books there. First, I think it's the first buck of the tournament, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got the first doe. Chan Man got the first doe. Rob Wenger, he believes in not hunting until, what was the date?
November?
Oh no, 22nd.
So anyway, we had to finish up our little video here with the iPhone, but thank God you have a camera on you at all times because she kind of petered out. But we're gonna go ahead and get this guy loaded up onto a sled on the back of a UTV, and we'll
the FAFD tournament. Stay tuned for more. Ball and boom!
Where the story had just began, I'd make sure that I did it better, and this time I'd get it right. I wouldn't let some people slip away.